Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a monthly August message for all of the Scorpios out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it will not resonate with every single Scorpio out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I'm a psychic intuitive and a spiritual essence coach, and I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every other week right here on this channel. Without further ado, Scorpio, let's dive right into your monthly message. All right, Scorpio, you know the drill. This is going to be a 9-card draw, but before we get started, let's draw your first oracle card to see what information and insight Spirit has for you. So what can Scorpio expect this month, Spirit? What information and insight can you offer Scorpio? All right, so we have limitations inspire innovation. Okay. Here is what I feel this message is for you, Scorpio, this month. I feel that what it's really wanting you to understand that whenever you feel like you're being stopped or your things just aren't, like whenever you feel like you're limited or you're not able to expand or you're not able to grow, understand that it's really a time for you to really see the deeper meaning behind why you're not able to go in the direction that you want to go. I feel that, you know, sometimes we have to sort of take that step back. We have to understand that sometimes when no comes up, it comes in for a reason, right? And it's up to us to really see the blessing behind the no, to really sort of listen in as to why that limitation has been set in place for us, right? There's truly something that is meant to be born out of that particular experience. I think that's a really good message here, Scorpio, because I feel a lot of times whenever we hear the word no, or whenever we don't actually see something come to fruition, we get disappointed, we get discouraged, we allow our own disappointment in what we would consider to be a failure, but it's not really a failure. It's a way for you to understand. So here's a prime example, and I'm not sure why this example is coming up, but so here's what you need to understand. So my wife, ever since she was young, always wanted to do karate, right? Ever since she was a little girl, karate has always been the thing that she has always wanted to do, and her mother never let her do it. And recently, she discovered that there was a limitation placed on that in her life, right? And the limitation was that if she had actually pursued that, she had actually pursued her karate, she would not be as spiritually invested in her own spiritual work or practice as she is right now. Understand that when limitations are set in your life, there is a good reason, and it's up to us to truly look within ourselves and create something innovative in that stance of limitation, or in the midst of that no. So let's go ahead and see what the Tarot has for you here, Scorpio. So as to where you currently are, you are at, okay, which one do we want? Okay, we want this one first. Okay, this is interesting. You are at the Hierophant. Okay, this does not surprise me at all, considering that your first card was limitations inspire innovations. The Hierophant is about spiritual learning. It's about ascending. It's about higher levels of understanding, emotionally, physically, mentally, relationship-wise. This is everything that we are sort of rising to, that ascension or that deeper awakening that occurs in our lives. One thing about the Hierophant is that it often focuses on traditions and beliefs that are passed down from generation to generation. And I feel that right now you're currently at the precipice of a new leveling, right? Leveling up in a different way, where you might have deeper knowledge and wisdom than you've had before, right? And it's almost like you're starting to see why certain things turned out the way that they did, and you're looking at them more towards a blessing instead of a disappointment. And I absolutely love this. So this is where you are. You're ascending, and I love this. Now your theme is the Magician. And this is powerful here, Scorpio, because what this means is that it is up to you to create the reality that you want with your higher form of knowledge and wisdom that you have gained throughout your life. You're now at the point where you can see all of the resources that have been laid out for you. You can see how choosing one specific path will now lead you towards something bigger than you have even imagined for yourself here, Scorpio. And that's the power of the Magician. The Magician is really about understanding their own depth of who they are. And that is also very insightful when it comes to the Hierophant, because the Hierophant is about you truly understanding and coming into alignment with your true essence of who you are, right? It's like you're answering, you're aligning more with that higher aspect of yourself. And the Magician really utilizes those skills and those talents and everything that you have gained from, previous lives, or all of the knowledge that you have gained from previous experiences. You're now utilizing that to create and mold the life that you are desiring now. And that's important for you to understand. With the Magician, you have to create balance. You have to understand that there are all the elements are accessible to you, but you have to find the balance between the right element in order to create something in the physical. Now, what you are accomplishing is the Seven of Wands. This is power. Okay, what you are accomplishing here is self-awareness. I feel that you are truly stepping into your own. You're having a much deeper understanding of what you're here for, almost as if you were aligning to your purpose and your mission here. And you're protecting that, because I feel like you understand that with great power comes great knowledge, right? You have to have a lot of boundaries set in place here, Scorpio, in order for you to truly become who you are, right? And you're needing to protect your purpose, your mission, your essence, your light at great cost here. You're needing to be very solid in that, and very, don't be afraid to acknowledge that. And I feel that this is why, understand that just like the message here with limitations inspire innovations, you have to understand that there are limitations to you. There are limitations to your energy. There are limitations to your efforts and how you actually give to others, right? Because there are individuals that will try to steal from you, that will try to take from you, and they'll try to do it as much as they possibly can, right? And this is where you're needing to stand in your power and protect that which is yours. And that's the reason why the Seven of Wands is here. And it's about taking action, right? Wands energy is really about taking action. It's about protecting the actual things that you are wanting to focus upon. Okay, now what do you need to avoid? Okay, you have the Six of Wands here. Now, the Six of Wands is really about standing in the limelight and really celebrating your wins, right? Allowing yourself to be seen and to be successful. Now, this is interesting, because whenever I get a Six of Wands in this particular position, what that often tells me here is that sometimes you celebrate a little too much. Don't get ahead of yourself. That's what I keep hearing here, Scorpio. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Understand that they're still learning. Even though you've leveled up, there is still more learning, and you're going to be doing a lot of learning, a lot of learning on, on why certain things turned out the way that they did. I wanted to clarify the Six of Wands, and I got the Three of Pentacles because I wanted a little bit more depth as to this being what you need to avoid. What this is saying is that when I see a Six of Wands, I see someone alone standing up and taking in all of the glory, right? And what Spirit is really saying is you need to avoid getting into that ego, super self-confident, egotistical way of thinking and doing, because you have to remember that this is about a community, right? The actions that you take, the things that you are creating, the reason why you're leveling up, this is about a community. This is about collaborating with others. So it's really about you understanding here that every action that you take is for the benefit of not only yourself, but for the benefit and the highest good of all, like everyone within the collective. So understand that, you know, what you're needing to avoid is trying to fly solo. That's really what you're needing to avoid. Avoid doing things by yourself. Avoid doing things in a self-serving stance, and really look at it from a community perspective. Now, what do you need to embrace here this month? Let's see. I feel this one wants to come out. So what you need to embrace is the Two of Swords. Okay. This means that you need to make a choice. Okay. You need to choose, consciously choose, utilizing your intuition, that higher learning that you have tapped into here to clearly make a choice. Understand that you might not be able to see the path clearly, but understand that you're creating the path as you're going. This is the reason why we cannot predict our future, because you create in the moment that you are in. So it's important for you to really tap into that higher aspect of yourself, really, you know, standing in your power and recognizing that you are this strong being that can create your reality and make a conscious choice. Don't just sit by and wait for something to fall in your lap, because it isn't going to happen. Creators do. Creators take action. And this is your ultimate message here, Scorpio. You are needed to take action. You're not needed, you know, don't sit by and wait for Spirit to deliver the next message to you, or to say this is the next step. You're needing to really tune into your own inner insight and really push forward and make a choice, and really listen into your intuition. Remember, the limitations, and this is what just came forward. I feel that you're limiting yourself. You're really limiting your full potential here. You're not recognizing that you're the only limit. You're the only thing that puts limits on your capacity and who you are and what you are truly, truly capable of here, Scorpio. So you're needing to really be innovative. Allow yourself to move beyond the limits that you have perceived for yourself. So what is the obstacle here? The obstacle, oh, the Page of Swords. Okay. I feel that your obstacle is that there's still more for you to learn, right? You really need to tiptoe your way across what you are learning, because you're because you've leveled up and you're now sort of in this new path, you're still unsure, right? And I feel like there's a lot of clutter going on in your mind, where you're listening to everything else outside of you and you're not really tuning in to that inner aspect. This is why you're at this crossroads with the Two of Swords, because you're so busy focusing on everything outside of you instead of truly focusing on the world and the turmoil that's going on internally. Because understand that which you see outside of you is also within you, right? Everything that you see outside of you is what is being projected from you as the creator of what is currently going on the inside, your inside world. This is why you're needing to understand that you are the creator. You're needing to make conscious choices. You're needing to stand in your power. Why you're needing to look at things from the bigger picture as the collective, as a whole, instead of looking at it from just your stance. Okay, now what is your support here, Scorpio? What is your support? Let's see, your support card. Okay. All right, the Nine of Pentacles here. So your support card is really saying that everything that you have worked so hard for is now, you're now starting to reap those rewards. You're needing to recognize that Everything that you've worked so hard for is now starting to come into fruition. You're starting to see it little by little. Understand that long time ago you set, now here's the interesting thing, because they keep showing me this. What they're showing me here, Scorpio, is that when you were a lot younger, you had a vision of being where you are right now. Really tune into that, right? Understand that you've accomplished everything that you set yourself out to accomplish years ago, right? So now you're at this new point where you're needing to now take action towards the life that you are wanting to lead tomorrow, right? And how you get there is through the high priestess, right? The high priestess is this infinite knowledge that has no limitations. There is no ceiling above her, right? She just has infinite source and knowledge. She can see everything in the physical, and she can also see everything in the non-physical, like in the unseen world, right? There are no limits. She recognized there are no limits to what she can achieve, because she knows that she has the capacity to achieve it all, right? This is your action. You're needing to see things without limitations in order to innovatively create the reality that you are wanting to create here. So this is your action. You're needing to have faith and allow yourself to really move beyond your own perceived limitations that you have sort of put in front of you here. Now, your advice and your encouragement is the Ace of Pentacles, which means that this is a new beginning, right? This is going to be a new opportunity for you to be able to solidly ground all of the things that you are really wanting: a career, a new home, a new family, whatever it looks like, whatever it feels like to you, there are no limits. Spirit is really saying there are no limits to what you could possibly achieve. Even if in the moment that you are in it, it seems impossible, you need to see beyond that. You clearly need to see beyond that, because they're going to present you with this new opportunity. They're going to present you with something that is basically going to be like a gift that you're ultimately going to have to plant the seed in order for it to grow and multiply for your future. So let's go ahead and read, Scorpio, what this card says in the book. Although I love giving you what my own inner guidance and intuition tells me, I still love reading what the book says. So, limitations inspire innovations. Which one of the three words on this card grabbed most of your attention? Did you get excited about the idea of being inspired, or about the amazing opportunity you have to create something totally innovative? Or did you immediately get sucked into the word limitation with a twinge of disappointment or a lament for the things that aren't going to happen today? This is an extremely positive card despite any appearances to the contrary. When we have the self-awareness to sense our current limitations, we can clearly see the opportunities for improvement and progress. Adopt a mindset of self-mastery and see the hurdles for what they are: self-imposed limitations, lessons in disguise, amazing opportunities for self-discovery and growth, and limiting beliefs that beg to be released. This limitation is not permanent. It is indeed changing rapidly, and you will transcend this barrier to your success. Allow your current limitations to motivate your growth. Scorpio, this is an absolutely beautiful message. It truly provides you with the clarity that you need. Remember, your action this month is the High Priestess, and it's truly about understanding that there are no limits to what you could actually potentially have and create. Your limitations inspire innovations, want you to move past those barriers, those limiting beliefs. Remember that you're in the Hierophant, which means that you're going to move past those self-imposed beliefs that were passed on to you from generation to generation to generation. And your theme is really about creating the reality that you truly are desiring. So Scorpio, this is your message. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Namaste, guys.